James chapter 2 opens with this. My brethren, have not the faith of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of glory, with respect of persons. That sentence sets the direction for the whole chapter. James is talking about favoritism, about how people treat each other differently based on status, appearance, or usefulness. And he doesn't ease into it. He says that faith and favoritism don't mix. You can't hold both at the same time without something breaking. He gives a very specific example. Two people walk into the same gathering. One looks important, the other doesn't. One gets attention, comfort, respect. The other gets ignored or pushed aside. James says that when that happens, it isn't just bad manners. It's a misrepresentation of what faith actually is. Because the moment you start ranking people by value, you've already decided who matters more. And James says that kind of judgment doesn't come from God. It comes from human instinct, the instinct to protect advantage, to align with power, to stay close to whatever feels safe. James pushes this further by pointing out something uncomfortable. He says that the people who often get favored are the same ones who create pressure for everyone else. Wealth looks impressive, but it doesn't always produce fairness. And it definitely doesn't produce righteousness. Then James brings in the command that holds everything together. Love your neighbor as yourself. Not love people who look like you. Not love people who help you. Love your neighbor. He calls this the royal law. Not because it sounds noble, but because it governs everything else. Once that law is broken, everything downstream starts bending too. That's why James says that breaking one part of the law matters. Not because God is counting failures, but because the law reflects character. You don't get to selectively obey the parts that benefit you while ignoring the ones that inconvenience you. Then James moves to the part that causes the most tension: faith and works. He asks a direct question. What good is it to say you have faith if nothing in your life moves because of it? If someone is hungry or exposed and all they get are words, James says that faith isn't functioning. Not because belief is wrong, but because belief that never translates into action is incomplete. He's not saying works save you. He's saying faith that's alive produces movement. If nothing ever moves, then something isn't connected. James uses Abraham as an example, not to elevate performance, but to show consistency. Abraham trusted God, and that trust showed up in what he was willing to do. The action didn't replace the faith. It revealed it. The same with Rahab. Her belief wasn't theoretical. It showed up in risk, in decision, in alignment. James says faith without works is dead, not as an insult, but as a description, like a body without breath. The structure is there, but the life isn't moving through it. What James is pushing against in this chapter isn't grace. It's self-deception, the kind where people convince themselves they believe something deeply, while their behavior remains untouched. The thread that runs through the whole chapter is consistency. If you say people matter, then how you treat them matters. If you say faith matters, then what it produces matters. If you say God is Lord, then your loyalties have to show it. James isn't asking for perfection. He's asking for alignment. Chapter 2 doesn't ask you to do more. It asks you to be honest about what's actually shaping your decisions. About who gets your patience, who gets your attention, who gets dismissed. Faith isn't proven by how strongly you agree with ideas. It's shown by what you do when belief costs you something. That's what James chapter 2 is saying. Not loudly, not dramatically, just clearly.